Hello traders, you're welcome back. Sorry, sorry, I had to separate the videos. Okay, something came up, so I had to save the other one to continue from there. Okay, so the last time on the other video we were talking about, the last thing we said on the other video was what to do if you're trading against the trend. All right, if you're trading against the trend, what to do. And I explained a little bit using something like this. I said this is a downtrend. Okay, on the 1 hour time frame, this happens to be a downtrend. Okay, now we got a divergence to buy here, right? We got a divergence to do what? To buy here. And what happened here? We bought at the close of what? This candle, this bullish candle. All right. We cover at the close bullish candle. Now, what I explained in the other video, the last thing I said that was, once this has happened and you know you're trading against the trend, immediately take this entry from this point. Okay, what happened is you wait for 4 hours time frame. Switch to 4 hour time frame. All right, switch to 4 hours time frame and wait for that 4 hours time frame candle to finish forming. So at the end of this 4 hours candle, the next candle that's coming up from the 4 hours time frame, you switch. Okay, once you switch over, now remember we took our entry here 1, 2, 3 and 4. all right, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These 4 candles, these 4 bullish candles is this one alone on the 4 hours time frame. Okay, so the next candle on the 4 hours time frame was this. So what happened was we switched back to what? 1 hour time frame. What happened here? We waited for the first candle at this point, the first candle, if it's gonna be a bearish engulfing what? Candle that will push down, that will engulf completely the one or two previous what? 1, 2 or 3 previous what? Candles. All right, if it's a bearish engulfing candle, that will engulf 1 or 2 or 3 of the previous candles. At that point, guys, we close our trade. We are closing our trade at that point. Do you understand? We took our entry here. We bought. The market was going our direction 1, 2, 3. Now at the end of this candle, at the end of the 4 hours candle, this was an entry candle. At the end of this entry candle on the 4 hour time frame, the next candle that's coming up, you go back to 1 hour time frame and do what? Wait for the first 1 hour candle to form. If it finish forming and it happens to be an engulfing candle, guys, close the trade. That then trend, at this case, in this scenario, is about to continue. But if it is not an engulfing candle, like what happened here, fine, you're free to do what? To leave your trade. Just do what? Lock profit. Just do what? Lock what? Profit. Now what happened here was a retest. What happened here, why this candle came down, was what? A retest. They came to retest this level. Now why they could not get here was because there were so many buy limit orders here. So many buy limit orders. That's why they had to hold to this level. They could not go down below this, because they don't want to trigger this what? Buy limit orders and give them this little money. Because guys, every single pip you make in the market makes them to run at a loss. The market makers, it makes them to do what? To run at a loss. So they don't want you to follow them to the direction they are going to. So that's why they could not get to this level. But most of the time they do get. They'll come bounce on this level and bounce back. But at this point, it's like there's so much orders here, so they could not get here. All right. After the 4 hours time frame, what happened? The next 4 hour candle did what? Retraced 50% of this what? Our entry candle, and did what? Went back up. So that's one thing to do if you're trading what? Against the trend. Number one, what did I say? Once you've taken your entry, do what? switch over to the 4 hours time frame. Immediately after the close of the 4 hours time candle, entry candle, from the 4 hours time frame, immediately after the close of the entry candle from the 4 hours time frame, you wait from the next candle, the next 4 hours candle that's forming, you switch back to what, to 1 hour, and wait for the first 1 hour candle to produce. If it happens to be an engulfing candle, guys, do what? I repeat, close the trade. But if it's not, fine, you can leave the trade to do what? Run, and do what? Just lock what? Your trade. Lock what? Your trade. At this point, you locked your trade at this level. Fine, you were stopped, and what happened? You got another, you just discovered that they could not get to this what level that they broke, and you would have taken this trade again. But good and fine. Alright, now the second thing is what? This one is very simple. Trade highest maximum 4 hours. If you're trading against the trend, the maximum you should trade is what? 4 hours. That's what I do. If I'm trading against the trend, the maximum I trade is what? 4 hours. This is very simple. I can't make it simpler than this. Because most times they just want to give you a particular candle from the 4 hours time frame and then continue their downward move. Okay? So the highest you should do is what? Trade 4 hours. If you're trading what? Against the trend. But if you're trading in line with the trend, guys, fine. That will give you much more money compared to you trading against the trend. Okay? Now, I said I was going to be telling you guys how to set your profit target for every trade. I have 3 ways of doing this, guys. 3 good ways. Number 1 is using the normal way of what? The normal conventional way everyone else uses. Support and resistance level to take profit. Support and resistance what? Level to take what? Profit. Support and resistance level to do what? Take profit. Support and resistance level to do what? Take profits. Okay? This is very simple. Everyone knows this. Now the second thing I do, I developed this on myself. I call it trading with what? The oscillator. I call it trading with the oscillator. For example, I got a divergence signal to buy. Here. I got the signal to buy. And what happened? I bought at the close of this candle above this level. At the close of this morning star candle. We bought this trade. All the way up. I don't know to where, I don't know. Now, what I do is, I will wait. I will trade this signal. I will trade with this oscillator until it rises to where? The overbought area. In this case, it's a buy trade. So I will trade with this signal, this oscillator, until it rises to where the overbought area, and cross the 2 lines must also do what? Cross each other, and then leaving this what? Line 60. Sorry, line 80. Okay? Now, I will trade this stochastic until it gets into the overbought area, and do what? Cross each other and breaks this level. At this point, I took this trade, and where did I exit this trade? Here. So I exited this trade after the close of this what? Bullish what? Bearish what? Candle. After the fake out candle, the next bearish candle, that was where I exited this trade. Here. Okay? At that point, here was our trade. All the way down here. Up here. Okay? At the close of that bearish candle. How many people was that, guys? 60 pips, guys. At the point it gave us what? 700 pips, but fine. The market didn't continue, so it came down and did what? Gave us what? 60 pips. Do you understand, guys? So now I took out this trade because what? Oscillator broke this level, crossed each other and broke what? This level. For a buy trade, giving us what? A signal, a sell signal. Now remember, look what happened here. Failure to close this trade, expecting more. See what happened. Price went all the way down and even hit our stop loss. Price went all the way down, hit our stop loss. Price went all the way down, hit our what? Stop loss. Why? Because we failed to close when this guy finished selling. finish buying and gave us the sell signal. So this is one way I used to take profit, trading with what? The oscillator. Let me give you another example. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, then I will have this divergence. You got this divergence, right? Good. So we took our entry at the close of what? This candle, somewhere here. Boom. To where we don't know. Now let's watch and trace our oscillator. Now I saw this trade all the way what? Down here. The first time it bounced here, I did not close. It just bounced. It didn't get to the oversold. Now the second time we went in, crossed each other, but did not leave. Isn't that? It was still inside the oversold zone. So I was still on that trade. It came here, tried to cross, but it did not cross. It still went down. So finally, see where it now crossed at this level. So now let's trace the candle. Let's trace that candle, guys. No. Yep. This was the candle. This was what? The candle. Sorry. Let's check. Good. So the oscillator, this was a candle we closed. Here, this spinner. Okay, this dodgy candle. That was why we closed. So we did what? We saw this signal, this trade, all the way what? Down here. Alright. Now we went out of this trade because what? Our oscillator gave us a signal and left this oversold area. Alright? Guys, forget whatever happened here. Remember, when we are here, you will all even pray for the market to get to your target. So forget whatever happened here. This is so much money for anyone at any level. So how many pips was this, guys? 123 pips. At the point, it gave us what? 150 pips. But following our strategy of taking profit, we closed it where? At the moment this guy left this place. So it was what? 20 something pips. From a stop loss of how many? 24 pips. So guys, see that trade. I hope you're getting what I'm teaching you guys now. Hope you're getting what I'm teaching you. Now let's take another signal, another example. Let's say we got a divergence. This was a divergence at points at a particular time. Alright. Now we took our entry at the close of what? This level. Now this was it. Here. Okay. Alright. Now wherever the target is, we don't know for now. Now let's say we are trading with what? The oscillator. Now we saw this thing. Now he came here, he bounced. We were still on the trade. He didn't get to the oversold. He bounced and went up, bounced and went up. We were still there. Now he went down to the oversold area and did what? Cross each other, breaking this place. So at that point, this was where we left this trade. Let's trace the candle. No. Yeah, somewhere here. Somewhere on this candle. Yep, this was how we closed the trade, guys. Yep. So that was our trade. We traded with the oscillator. That was our trade. We left that place at that level. This trade at that level. And this was how many pips, guys? 111 pips. From a stop loss of how many? 24 pips. So have you seen what divergence can do for you? Have you seen that divergence can change your life? Your trading career. Really, you don't need to learn or master all the concepts. Everything has to do with Forex. Okay? You really don't need that. Knowing what divergence and knowing how to trade divergence alone is enough for you to succeed in the Forex market. Now we got a signal here. Here's another example. Got a signal here. I will do what? Took our entry here. Okay? At the close of this candle. Now, wherever our money is, we don't know. Wherever our target is for now, we don't know. Because we did what? We took the entry here. Our entry was here. Okay, our entry was here. Our entry was there. Alright, so now we traded this with this oscillator until it came here and broke this level. So let's trace that candle. Good, that was the candle, this candle. So we took this trade all the way up what here, and guys, that was how many pips? That was how many pips? 43 pips. Stop loss 20. 1:2 risk to reward ratio. Very good trade, guys. So have you seen what this method can do for you? Have you seen? Have you seen? Here's another example. Here's another example. We got this divergence, isn't that? We got this divergence. Now we took this entry where at the close of what, guys? This candle. Now let's trace what? Let's trace oscillator. We bought this signal. This was it. So we bought this all the way what to the overbought area. Now he bounced, he broke this level this time around. He went into the overbought area and crossed, but did not come out and break this line 80. Alright, he went back inside. This time around he came back and did what? Broke this line. So this was where we left. Let's trace the candle, guys. Let's trace this candle. No. Here. So now see where we left this trade at this level. So how many pips was that trade? How many pips did we get here? 52 pips. Stop loss, how many pips? 20 something. 1:2 ratio. 26 pips. I'm having 52 pips. 1:2, guys. So this is a very perfect method. It's a method of taking what? Profits. I've given you two now. The first one I said using your normal support and resistance level. Second one I did what I said what? Use trading with what? Oscillator. Now see one perfect example again. Another example. Boom, 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 boom. Now we took our entry where? Here. I hope you're understanding what I'm doing, guys. We took our entry where? At the close of this candle. At the close of this candle. Now let's trace where oscillator came back and crossed here. Okay, now where's the candle? Let's choose a candle. Good, this was a candle. So we took our entry all the way down where to this level. So that was a trick. Now that was a trade, guys. That was a trade. How many pips? 92 pips. Stop loss 30 something. 1:2. So this is one of the means of taking a profit, guys. There's no need wasting so much time in the market. Trade with the oscillator that generated a signal. Let it get to the overbought area and cross each other, leaving that zone. Then you can close your trade. For a sell signal, trade with the oscillator that generated a signal. Let the oscillator go down to the oversold area, cross each other, then leave that oversold zone. Close your trade. I can make it simpler than this, guys. So the next method is what? Trading and setting your stop loss target, your profit target at the next moving average. Okay, now the next moving average we are going to be using the EMA, exponential EMA period 50. All right, we have another one, exponential moving average with period of 200. Now this time we can change the color to something else. All right, now we have another moving average with period of 800. Now you can still change the color to something else. Okay, very simple. Use the next moving average as your take profit 1, 2 or 3. There are 3 moving averages here. Use the next moving average as your what? Take profit 1, 2 and 3. It's very simple. If you're selling in line, if you're selling and you have moving averages in front of you, use that moving average, the next moving average in front of you of your entry as your target. It's very simple. Because one, the market makers respect these moving averages so much. This setup, this is what I use. As a matter of fact, I have the template I use, the market makers use to trade here. Okay, this is what it looks like. The template the market makers use to trade. The father of the market maker strategy is the person that designed this template. Everyone in the trading view community trade with this setup. This is what it looks like. Now these are the moving averages. We have this, the 800. All right. We have this, the 200. We have this, the 50. We have this, the 13 period, and the yellow, which is the what? The 5 period moving average. On my next video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to trade with the market makers, how to use all these things. This is a template I customized and got this. Why did I get this? Why did I remove so many things and left only these lines? Because these are the only things I need. Sorry for that. These are the only things I need. These lines. I just need these lines. And also I will teach you how to make use of these black lines, guys. I will teach you how to make use of these black lines. This is the only important thing to me. Okay? In all this information I have here, the only important thing is, if you watch, you have those black lines here as well. See them? You have them here. We have another one. You have them. You have them. You have them. So I edited everything and left what? Just what? The black lines. Alright? I'm going to teach you guys how to trade with the market makers and how to use what? These lines. All these informations, you really don't need them. That's why I customize it to be this simple. So I will teach you guys how to make use of these lines on my next video. Alright? But I hope you found this video helpful. Because after all said and done, guys, trading in any field, trading in Forex is not easy. Alright? It's not easy. It's something very difficult. I'm afraid to say it. It's something very difficult. So the earlier you sit down to study your chart, the better for you. Except you don't want to make Forex or trading your number one job. If you want to make your number one job, as I have made for my number one job, you will make it, you will spend more time with the chart. You will spend what? More time with the chart. You will spend more time with the chart. Where most of us get it wrong is, we spend so much time, patience in school, while we were in school, because we were taught if we put all our best into it, whatever we're studying will come out with successful result, with good results, will become anything we want to become. So we spend so many years patiently going to school. I missed everything in this, what happened to us in class, in school. All the flogging, all the this, that. We were still very patient. At the end of the day, we graduated. Most of us with good result, most of you with good result, most of you with bad result. I don't know. But the bottom line was, you spent so much patience, gave so much patience, dedicated your time to learn. But when it comes to trading, you want to become rich overnight. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, guys. You really have to put your best into it. Except you have another backup. Because if you're like me, who don't have any other backup, another source of income, except what Forex, what trading have given me or have made me to have, you will be very serious learning this. I don't do any other job. This is the only thing I have. I'm happy doing it. Keep me anywhere, I can't deliver. Keep me in any office, no matter the office, president office, I can't deliver. The only thing I spend more time on without getting tired is trading, forex, charts, learning. And today I am here. I taught myself whatever I'm teaching you today about divergence. I taught myself. I discovered whatever I'm giving you today. And it was not a magic. Just because I sat down to learn. You must also sit down and learn. In mathematics, you're given an assignment. You just have to go to your example and solve it. To solve it, take example from people who are ahead of you in this business, in this industry. How they did it, how they did it, how come about whatever they're doing, and now they're successful. Take example. Do the same thing and you get the same result. In my own case, be dedicated, because I was so dedicated to this thing. Despite so much money I lost, I've recovered all. Okay, so you must give this thing your time. If you must love it. You can't succeed doing what you don't love. You only find success doing what you love. So if you love forex and you want to spend more, you want to succeed out of forex, you must spend more time learning. If you're a newbie, all right. So please guys, I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget and don't fail to reach out to me in case you want me to touch any area that has to do with forex, that has to